by request, this is the Nerf N-Strike Unity Power System. And this version is slightly less red than the original Toys R Us exclusive release. Toys R Us had this whole thing all as one big box set. I don't think they make it anymore. I don't think they make any of these anymore in any sort of capacity, but if they do, awesome. So if you're viewing this in 2016 and you want to go to the store and buy this, you probably have to go to eBay or some overpriced Amazon listing or a thrift store or whatever and pick it up. Or pick up its pieces. Here's what I mean. Check it out! You got multiple blasters. And it sounds like I'm breaking it every time I take off this guy. This is one of the three. This is the Hornet AS-6. You slide this guy forward, you pump up the blaster, and you see the problem I'm already starting to have with this old blaster. Grab that dart. You would normally have suction cup darts come with these, but I have since replaced all that with Elites. But yeah, so you pump it up, you pull the trigger, fire all 6 darts single, or you can press the buttons on here and fire them as a burst. This guy up here, which is part of this strange assembly that connects to the Titan, if you press down on this guy, it also fires all 6 darts at once. This blaster, not maybe the best air blaster ever built, because they leaked, and you just saw that happening. I was pumping it up and pulling or doing some sort of thing, and they all start kind of moving around. This one's leaky, but fixing the leaks on these is kind of a pain, so it's not really worth the trouble. Anyway, that is blaster number 1. This one was a Toys R Us exclusive in this blue format. As it sits, I did not do any modification, any extra paint jobs to it. You can pick this up at Toys R Us by itself. You could also pick up the whole red Unity Power System at Toys R Us. But for the rest of this, in blue, you need to go to Target. Or you needed to, because it's not there anymore. This is the Titan AS-V.1, along with its companion, the Scout IX3. I'll get to the Titan first. Probably the only reason you get the set to begin with is because of this massive rocket launcher blaster. Nerf's largest to date as of 2016, if you can't read when this video was created. And yeah, you have this trigger to fire it, the massive rocket. Look at the size of that foam and everything. It's awesome. I love it. And you pump it up with this guy back here. Now these also came with bearings built in inside, so that way when you tilt the blaster, you couldn't pull the triggers anymore. Some people thought that this is because Nerf didn't want you doing straight up and down shots. Not so. If you look through the instructions, you'll see a kid with his feet on these parts of the blasters and his hands up here, pumping this a la bike pump. So it wasn't so much to keep you from shooting it straight up, it was to keep you from shooting yourself in the face when you were pumping this blaster because you weren't big enough to do it like everyone else. So yeah, I've since removed those bearings. You don't hear them anymore because I took them out. You also have a gauge over here that shows you how much air you have built up in the chamber there. And then you've got some other things going on, including this guy. Yes, another blaster, yay! This is the Scout IX3, as I mentioned. It is a slide action blaster. Cool little sucker. These are actually really comfortable. I wish they had a little bit better internals. This is essentially using long shot front gun internals, so not a ton of power to be had from that. You get the start storage for 2, a tactical rail up top, and then this little button. I can press down on that button and fire the blaster. Why? Because it's designed to work with this guy. I put the Scout on the side here via the tactical rail attachment, prime it, and then if I press this button on the side of the Titan, nice, this button has this guy come out, which actually fires the Scout. It's kind of clunky, but I can get it to work. There we go. So instead of shooting the massive rocket at you, I'm just going to shoot a small dart at you and tick you off. So that was kind of neat. This button for that one, this trigger for the main Titan, and this guy, you guessed it, for the Hornet. The idea is you're essentially a one-man army. You can walk around and essentially you have 7 darts and 1 rocket at your disposal, at your fingertips. The nice thing was, instead of pumping up the Hornet by itself, when you attached these, the Titan could also prime and pump up the Hornet down here. So this guy was kind of the maestro of this whole system. Without the Titan, you got two little pistol things that shot tiny darts. But no, the Titan brings them all together, rounds it all up. So again, this isn't an actual set. This is a Toys R Us exclusive. This is a Target exclusive, neither of which you can get anymore at their stores. You're gonna have to go online or thrift stores and find them. But I put them together, and it's gotten a lot of attention over the years. I must have something about fooling people with the Elite long shot and such. So people thought, oh my gosh, you can get a blue unit power system, or you painted it. No, Nerf made this, I just put it together for them. I like blue, so I put this together in a snap, and I don't even know where my red unit power system is because the blue one is so much cooler. But yeah, that's my review of the older N-Strike Unity power system.